What a crazy year it has been. We started off in Coffs Harbour with engine breakdowns.
To only find weasels in my rice.
After giving the boat some necessary attention,
Feels like we're heading through the bottom bit of an egg carton.
we began our first year of cruising as full-time uni students.
Warnings for the following areas.
We were locked down inside in floods, a lot.
And they're off only after 3 attempts.
Hold my beer.
It's freezing this morning. That wind is just like...
I broke my ankle halfway through the year and I got myself some extra bolts to go about my life with.
Wow! Oh my gosh, it's a proper screw!
Consequently, it put sailing on hold. But as soon as I could walk, we were off again, finally making it to the first reef we've been to. Although hobbling along, gosh, it felt good. We pushed on further north than we'd been before, where new coastline and islands awaited. We left our mark in the famous cruiser's A-frame, almost hit a whale, and caught our first mackerel all within a couple of days. We were stuck on anchor in gusty winds and finally flew into the Whitsundays.
Oh, that was a good one!
That was sick.
A cruising ground like no other. Almost transported to a Canadian Tahiti, crossed with the Bahamas. Well, for not having been to any of those places, we can only imagine.
We did it!
Well, you guys have seen what we've been up to here, but for some of you, a quick recap. We were taken scuba diving by these legends, found our dream beach, swam with giant trevally, hung out with fellow cruising friends, hit the blue desert, went through a supercell storm, and basically here we are now, dressed as 2 human condoms trying not to die from jellyfish in Chance Bay. This is Slim.
Hey girls, here you go.
I'm Soph.
She's the skipper.
But more importantly, this is Chile. We're 2 full-time uni students living aboard our 34-foot sailboat Nakama. And we're determined to circumnavigate Australia. With the help of our patrons, we post weekly videos of the magnificent mayhem we call our lives. So subscribe. Come along with us. Woo!
Bilge pump connected to garden hose into soda water bottles. Fuck, this is bush mechanics for you right here. Welcome to Slim's Outboard Warehouse.
As you saw last week, our outboard has been playing up. After draining the carburetor a few times, Slim's thinking it might be a fuel issue.
Definitely the fuel.
So we're starting this week right by draining the old fuel and starting fresh.
Start again.
Smell.
Upon trying to start her up again, much to our disappointment, she conked out. And now we're thinking there's a fuel line issue, but that will just have to wait for tomorrow because we've ordered an Uber to get to shore.
Pick up for Sophie! Pick up for Sophie!
Are you my Uber driver?
I am your Uber driver!
Just what I needed.
It took us days to find an anchorage just right for us. But I think we found it. We'll call Chance Bay home for the next few days.
That snorkel was exactly what I needed this morning to wake my slightly hungover mind up. We also then ran into some people that we sort of met in the marina. Anyway, we hopped on another boat, had coffee, had banana cake, and it was delicious. But also the Eco Barge that goes around the islands and does cleanups was hanging out in the area and pulled up behind Dodger, and basically Dean and Sam aboard Dodger have been collecting mountain loads of plastic from around the area, and they had their whole fly bridge deck just filled with plastic, like bags with plastic things like buoys, nets, rope, helmets, thongs, toothbrushes, just had so much plastic they had collected. So the Eco Barge was taking that off their hands for them. So that was super cool. Good job guys, doing your part for the environment. Woo! Bye! Now we're gonna go.
I didn't want to film just before because I didn't have very high hopes in myself, but we've taken it apart and cleaned out the switch, and it feels like there was even sand in there. So yes, back to the outboard, which is now not starting at all. I've cracked the carburetor again, but it's now dry with no fuel. I've traced the lines further back to the fuel filter, which is also dry. So I've got fuel before the switch, but nothing coming through. So I've taken that off and given it a quick clean out with a needle, whacked it all back together again, and success. It seems to be running fine now. For now, I'm gonna go for a little burn and change careers to be an outboard mechanic. I am about 50% sure I'm about to break down again though, so I've taken it for a spin in the anchorage with Miles on his bow doing lifesaver duties to come help me if need be. It appears the black anchor might live to fight another day. I get confidence in the tender and then something bad happens and I lose it again, so it's like back to couples therapy for me and the black anchor.
Well, after chocolate for brekkie, there is absolutely no time to waste because today is our last day of uni holidays and we're soon to be back on that study grind. Knowing we're just about to be confined to our desks, we're gonna stretch these legs of ours over to the other side of this sort of hill for a cheeky dip at Whitehaven Beach.
Yeah.
You can start to hear the beach now.
Yeah.
The last time we made it here, we crashed our drone the day before.
Drone down, it crashed, we lost connection.
So I feel like it's only appropriate to accompany these drone shots with a little bit about this iconic beach that is so clearly sought after. Its famous white sand is 99% silica sands, which is the purest sand in the world. Not only is it its softness that makes this beach feel so nice under the toes, but also its stark white colour refuses to retain heat, remaining cool on even the hottest of days. Which I know all you Aussies would be well aware how bloody painful hot sand is on the foot. Its water, another beautiful element. I can't say much about it, but it's salty and clear as glass. And after that trek, we're heading straight for it. And then I thought we found a laptop, but it was actually just a clipboard. Don't worry, we didn't just leave it there. After all that plastic talk, can you imagine? We brought it back to the boat. Wait, where the f did the path go?
What do I say? We're leaving Chance Bay and I don't really know what we're doing. We're just going to potter around the corner. It's a bit of a northerly breeze, so I don't know if it's going to be that nice. But we'll see if there's some nice protected bays that we can pull into. I don't know. Just heading in the direction of where we just walked, like Whitehaven Beach side of the island.
Sitting by the fire, your side, really feeling that I like every little time that I get a chance to close my eyes. If you're gonna make it soon, maybe we could get our room, but I need some rest. Otherwise I feel you be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple guesses. I don't want to give another guarantee.
The waters of Hill Inlet just looked way too enticing as we cruised on by. So we chucked a quick Yui, pulled the bad girl in, and we're going for a dip. Woohoo! Strong.
Why don't we put the ladder down?
It soaked me.
But I'm still happy now. Just think of what could be if I was still around. The schedules were free.
Where are you?
Quite a strong current, hey? Packing the dinghy and we're going to... Well, I thought we were going for an adventure down Hill Inlet and we might just be going to the beach. And we might be doing some rowing, depending on how the tender goes. So there was heaps of other boats around and now we're the only ones here. So hopefully the tender goes well. Not only is it the end of our uni break, but it's also the end of the cruising season on the east coast of Australia.
We didn't think that we'd be back here, so we're pretty excited to fly the drone this time because last time we were here, we didn't have a drone.
Many sailors have already turned south and are headed home to avoid the looming cyclone season. As you guys know, we don't plan on turning back this year. But during the coming summer months that are filled with killer jellyfish and unpredictable, potentially severe weather, we plan to get Nakama looking back in her finest form, with new additions to see us safely through the next cruising season, where we plan to be in far more remote territory, crossing Australia's top end. What a better place to call it a year than at Hill Inlet. We seriously can't wait to show you what we have in store next year, but for now, let's just enjoy these views.
Glad we pulled in here. It's kind of like a split-second decision to have a little swim, so I thought it would do us good, and it did do us good. So yeah.
Yes! There's mooring balls free. We're coming into, I reckon, I'm going to speak for both of us, probably one of our favourite anchorages in the Whitsundays. Let's just say that. And it's not even an anchorage, it's a mooring ballage. So that is kind of annoying because they bang on your hull in the middle of the night. But other than that, this place is epic. Amazing coral, little beach to yourself, hardly ever anyone here. And although it looks kind of exposed, the currents are so gnarly that it sort of gets rid of all the chop. And you protect, I don't know, you always seem to be protected here. So frothing that the mooring balls are free, because we thought, we're like, damn it, like we're losing light, we didn't want to have to keep motoring, but it's good, it's good, stoked. Got to do a bit of life admin, uni's back tomorrow, so there's internet here as well, that's the other thing. So yeah, I don't know, great place to sort of do our first bunker down day and back to the laptops. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, probably. It's not what we wanted to hear either. But such is life, it's sad but true. And yes.
And as the sun fell behind the mountains and the heat left our face, we breathed a sigh of relief. Stopping after a jam-packed day, Chili sniffed the smell of familiar land, and we reflected on what a crazy year it has been.
Sarkotars as a family. Yeah, wait. It's first day back at uni, so of course it's like 6,000 degrees. Chili's really hot, so I'm trying to make her a little cold pack. Cause
You're not getting distracted either, are you?
no, it's first day back at uni. I'll never get distracted on the first day. Oh, that's nice, isn't it, Jewel? In my defense, this is like really empty. Oh, nice and cold on this side. You need a nice cool one on the other side, my little darling.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week.